Well, new tonight, a judge in the Savannah area will take over the murder case against two Glenn County men.
Greg McMichael and his son Travis face murder charges for the February shooting that claimed the life of 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery. On your side's Troy Kless is in Brunswick tonight with these new developments.
We've learned that judges in the Brunswick Judicial Court have recused themselves, and a judge from Savannah may preside over any potential future hearings for Gregory and Travis McMichael. Attorneys say this is another step in a long road towards justice. Judge Timothy Walmsley in the Savannah Superior Court assigned to the Ahmaud Arbery murder case. One of Arbery's accused killers, Greg McMichael, worked as an investigator in the Brunswick DA's office for several years. For that reason, the case was bounced from one prosecutor to another. Lee Merritt, an attorney representing Arbery's family, said on Tuesday this is one of the many mishandlings and conflicts surrounding the case.
The injustice, the greatest injustice in this case was not only the brutal murder of Ahmaud Arbery, but the response by the legal apparatus of South Georgia. They responded as if his life didn't matter.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation got involved and arrested Arbery's accused killers days after video of the shooting was posted. On Tuesday, GBI says they served a search warrant at McMichael's home, but would not comment further as it's an ongoing investigation. Gregory and Travis McMichael's last appearance in court was 2 weeks ago. A Superior Court judge, like Walmsley, will have to set bond for their charges of murder and aggravated assault. We've reached out to attorneys for both Greg McMichael and Travis McMichael to see if they've scheduled any hearings or requested it, but we have not heard back from them. Troy Kless, First Coast News, on your side.